This is NOScast here, episode 13, I believe. I think we're on episode 13. I'm not totally sure, so it's been a long time since I did a podcast. So, we're about to get right into this shit, you know what I'm saying? We're about to get into it. So, I played Battlefield. Oh, by the way, tell me how this mic sounds because I'm doing some changes, taking the black puffy thing off, and then, I'm just doing some changes a little bit, so let's see how my mic sounds, with the puffy thing on and with the puffy thing off, so I don't know, but anyway, so we're doing some changes. And let's see how this goes. I don't know. I've listened to the recording. It sounds okay. So with using my professional mic. So we'll see how this goes. But playing Battlefield and Vanguard and Halo's betas and stuff. I played Battlefield 2042 for 2 days of the beta. I didn't play when it went open. I didn't play that because I was working and I was tired, and I was more focused on Call of Duty than ever. I thought, when I couldn't stream Battlefield, that kind of bummed me out a little bit. So, that kind of bummed me out, so I was not interested in playing it, even though I played it and it was actually pretty interesting. But other than that, I wasn't so interested in it. But I don't know how Battlefield's going to do this year. It looks like it's going to do good, but I don't want to judge it right now and whatnot. So there's that also. I don't want to judge it right now, even though I might judge it as of right now, but I don't want to. My hopes are right now, as at the time of making this recording. But I'm trying to be positive in Battlefield because it's 2042, it's on 28 servers and the whole stuff. I'm trying to be positive about it. These are these are big maps. These are huge, gigantic maps. I mean, huge maps, man. It's crazy how big these maps are. And they say it takes a whole year to make one map. To make one map takes a whole year. Man, that is something, I say. So, but Vanguard, Halo Infinite, and Battlefield are the three main games that I'm going to be playing a lot of. Splitgate, I still haven't recorded, Splitgate shit, but I'm going to be playing that game too, here and there, but not as much as playing Vanguard. And so many projects are coming out this year, so I'm soon gonna get a PC and get a Elgato, and when I do these podcasts, I don't gotta do them from my phone anymore. I can do them, or if I do a podcast with Itchy one of these days or whatever, he's gonna be recording them, so. But whatever, when the time comes, whatever. But so, and then hopefully I can actually use a professional mic, even though I'm still using one. I'm using a professional mic, but I can use a lot better one, a one that can I can hook up to my PC and do some stuff with it, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, but you know, but I don't know. I'm thinking about new ways to make money in a way, instead of working, my 9 to 5 job that I do and doing YouTube and streaming and whatnot, which I'm not making money off of those, but sooner or later I'm going to, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, like, I'm trying to figure out new ways to make money on these things. I'm kind of hesitant about doing, like renting Battlefield 4 servers, like, because if Battlefield 2042 does not do well, people are going to jump back to Battlefield 4. That's just how it's going to be. Even though they got Portal and stuff going on in Battlefield 2042, which looks amazing, that looks freaking crazy, it looks amazing, but I have a feeling that Battlefield 2042 dies, or the multiplayer does not do good. I have a feeling that Portal and Hazard might do well, but if Battlefield, just regular multiplayer, doesn't do well, people are just going to jump back to Battlefield 4. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and people still play Battlefield 3 on PC, so it's like, it's PC Battlefield is still popping, and Battlefield 4 is still popping on PS4, Xbox. Well, I don't know about PS4, but Xbox and PC, even through, even through Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, even though Battlefield 1 was a good game. Battlefield 5 had its problems, of course, but Battlefield 5 was crazy. Like, Battlefield 5 was crazy. Like, the explosions of the buildings were just remarkable type stuff. And Battlefield 2042 is going to be even better. But ever since Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4 has stood on ground all these years. Has been popping all these years. Even through Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, it still has a player base. Because it's just that good of a game, Battlefield 4. Even though it's 64 player servers in the whole 9, it's still popping, man. It's like, it's what they, like, man, I'm telling you, I know this seems a little because it seems like EA just can't make a fucking Battlefield game anymore. Battlefield 2042 was cool. It was cool. It was a change of, it's modern day. Even though it was Battlefield 2042 and it's futuristic and it was modern day, shit and whatnot. What they could do is just remaster Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 and call it a day. That's what, even though Battlefield 3, even though Battlefield 4 was built on next gen consoles, well, last gen consoles, but next gen in a way, they could still, remaster these games and just bring them out and say, here you go, it's on the new Frostbite engine, it's on, better graphics and all stuff, here you go. The same exact game, pretty much, with, bug fixes, of course, and whatnot. Because Battlefield 4 is just that good of a game. It's remarkable. It's crazy. Even though it's on Frostbite, I think 2 or something like that. And if they just put it on a new Frostbite, Battlefield 4, and of course update the graphics and the whole 9, I'll still buy it and whatnot. Put FOV for consoles and on it too, I'll still buy it. Because and that's what I'm saying, if Battlefield 2042 does not do well, and it's just like, all the other Battlefield games dies and whatnot, I might gamble on this a little bit. When I do get my, not even when I do get my PC, I might gamble on this a little bit and buy a server on Battlefield 4, and try it on Battlefield 3 too, in a way, on PC, because it's still popping on PC, and try to make some money, try to, put my PayPal in there and see if I can make some money in a way, you know what I'm saying, because I'm trying to find new ways to make money, because having just one income is working because I don't have bills like that, but I want to just make more money in a way, you know what I'm saying, so that's but anyway, how long? It's been 10 minutes or 11 minutes. That sucks, but yeah, I'm that Call of Duty Vanguard. The only thing I have hopes for is zombies for that game, really. That's really the only thing I have hope for. Multiplayer I know is gonna suck, because I played the beta. It sucked. It was okay, but the killing, getting kills and whatnot, and it felt cool, it felt good and whatnot, but I don't know. Warzone's just, it's getting so big, Warzone, in a way that they're going to have to do something about it. I don't know, take out the Modern Warfare weapon, you know what I'm saying? It's getting to a point where they're going to have to do something, in a way. It's just, they're trying to port everything to Warzone, and it's not working. They're just gonna put stress on this game. It's so big, this game, it's freaking crazy. And now they're adding Vanguard. This game is 269.5 gigabytes. 269.5 gigs. This game is. That is huge. That is a massive game. It's my biggest game ever on here. My biggest game I've ever had on. This is the biggest game I've ever had on here. 269.5. The base game is only 89 gigs or whatever. So there's that, but it's just a big ass game, but Cold War is even, it's just crazy. Cold War is big also. Cold War is a big ass game. Vanguard is even gonna be even bigger because it's Vanguard. Vanguard is gonna be even bigger than that. So it's just it's just crazy. Vanguard. Let me tell you all this. This is gonna shock you in a way that you're probably what the fuck? I'm looking at my games right now. Yeah. My biggest games as of right now are the Xbox Series X edition and the Xbox One edition for Cold War. These games are huge, massively big ass games. You know what I'm saying? Massively. Warzone is just, or Modern Warfare is not that big compared to Warzone, or compared to Cold War. almost like Rainbow Six Siege. Compared to Cold War, it's not that big at all. It's big, but we're getting to territory where these games are starting to get huge, massively big. Vanguard is going to even be bigger than this. Battlefield 2042 is going to be a huge ass game. Like, these games, like I'm going to tell y'all something. These expansion cards that they're giving us that are only 1 terabyte are not going to cut it no more. And that's just a plain fact. It's not going to cut it. You want to know why it's not going to cut it? Because these games are getting so freaking big. Humongous games. I have a 1,000 terabyte Xbox Series X plus with the expansion card of 1 terabyte that cost me a fucking arm and a limb to fucking get. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have an 8 terabyte HDD expansion terabyte or expansion external hard drive HDD. That's 8 terabytes. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot. But these Series X slash Series S PS5 PC games are not going to cut it no more. 1 terabyte is not going to cut it. They need to make these things a lot bigger, massively bigger. It's just, in, you know, paying $220 plus tax, $240 in a way, is just, it's expensive, man. And I know Xbox is trying to make their money back in a way, you know, but with these, you know, SSD expansion cards, but people can't afford $220. You know what I'm saying? I have, you know, I'm lucky enough to, you know, be working at Walmart making $18.50 an hour doing stocking, and, you know, I don't have bills like that, so I can pay for stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But not a lot of people can do that. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people make the money to be able to afford $250. That's sometimes people's whole entire check. $240. That's sometimes people's whole entire check. So it's like, to be able to put it at prices like that is insane. And I get why they're like that, because SSDs are a lot more valuable, and there's more to go with that. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not saying it right, but there's more to go with that, and I know it is. But it's just, they need to, I know they're trying to make a profit, and I know Xbox is losing money with these consoles, and they're trying to make a profit with these SSD expansion cards, but they gotta do something about it. It doesn't even matter. They just have to do something about it, because 1 terabyte is not cutting it, and people are not gonna buy 10 of these SSD expansion packs to fit, you know, a lot of they're not gonna do that. We're going back in reverse. Okay, expansion cards were, you know, Xbox original days and PS2 days and PS1 and, you know, whatnot. Why are we going backwards? We should be going forward. And I know cloud gaming is becoming a thing, and these expansion cards are not going to be no more and whatnot, but cloud gaming needs work also. It's not up to par. It's there. It's better than what freaking other people are doing, but it still needs work. We're not ready for cloud gaming. Until then, they need to, like, either lower down the prices for these freaking things or do something, because it's just, it's not gonna work anymore. It's just not gonna work. It's starting to, you know, it was fine when the Xbox One is out because these SSDs weren't up to par like that. Well, they were up to par, but they didn't have the hard drives that were in there weren't up to par like that. So you can use externals, you can, and whatnot, and store hella shit on there. You know what I'm saying? I still have like 5.7 or something, I forget. I still have like hella freaking storage on there. I have, what is it? Yeah, I have like 5 gigabytes worth of storage. 5 gigabytes. 5 terabytes worth of storage on here still. So I still have a lot of storage left. Like, it's still there. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. It's just, I'm running out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on my new freaking storage expansion card, I have 639.3 gigabytes free left, even with this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with my internal, I only have 147 free. So it's like, we're going to have to cut it down a notch a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to do something to these games that just, that just take up so much storage. You know what I'm saying? They take up so much freaking storage. And it's just not working out anymore. But enough with all that. I don't know, like, I'm just going through a lot of stuff with my brain, and I'm going through a lot of stuff in general, in a way. I'm tired. I'm even tired now. I'm on 2 hours of sleep, and I'm drinking a bang, for crying out loud. So I'm just on caffeine, and it's getting down to the part where it's just like, working nights is cool and all, but I need to find something better than this. I need to find something that's what I'm saying. I need to, get into stocks or something, making money somewhere else where I can, if I lose a job at, let's say, this Walmart place, I'm making money somewhere else where I'm like, okay, I'm still cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff. Because doing it, it's shitty. Doing this right now, it's hell. It's just, it's like bleh right now, It's coming to a breaking point where I can't do this, you know what I'm saying? People think, I'd rather do this when I'm doing YouTube or streaming and doing these podcasts and making videos than working my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Being or going pro in Call of Duty or something, or I'd rather do something different than what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather do something different. But life isn't like that. That's not reasonable. You know what I'm saying? It's not reasonable in a way. It's just, it comes down to a lot of stuff. It does. It comes down to a lot of stuff, a lot of thinking, and it's just like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I don't go out anymore like that, rarely at all. I don't be in the mood to go out. I don't be in the mood to do anything anymore. Like, that's what it comes down to. Going out to eat and whatnot, I don't be in the mood to do none of that. I just literally, I go to work, I come home, sleep for 8 hours sometimes, or even longer, get up, play some video games, watch some movies or TV or whatever, TV shows, just, watch TV in general, and go back to work. That is my life. You know what I'm saying? That is my life. And that sucks in a way because I want to be able to go out, hang with friends, play basketball at the park, go to the park and chill. Nah, I don't be in the mood to do none of that. I be too tired. Like right now, I'm fucking tired. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I'm just fucking tired, man. It's a long day, Even though I'm off tonight, or I was off last night, and I'm off tonight, and whatnot. I'm just tired, bro. I'm tired. I don't be in the mood to go out to eat. I don't be in the mood to go leave the house. Even I don't be in the mood to do nothing besides sit and chill. That's the only thing I be in the mood to do. Like, and that sucks in a way. You know what I'm saying? That sucks. But what can you do? I'm living my life. I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out ways to do more, make more money, instead of just having one income right now. I don't know when I'm going to get my big break, but I hope it comes soon. Whatever happens type stuff, it gets so just long and tiring, and I'm just like, it's like, it's kind of like what the fuck type shit, Here's the thing that I want to talk to y'all about. To have some discussion going. Whatever y'all say in the comments and whatnot, I hang out with my friends RJ and Andre and Cassidy. And they're very, RJ and Andre are medically depressed. Medically. I think that's how you say medically or whatever. And I've been hanging out with them a lot for the past, maybe month and a half or something. And I just get tired of it. I get tired of hearing about depression and hearing about how sad they are and whatnot. And it's like, well, do something about it, you know what I'm saying? Do something that makes you happy, in a way. Get a better job, do this, do that, They make all these freaking excuses, especially RJ. RJ makes a lot of freaking excuses. And it's like, well, you're gonna sit there for the rest of your life appealing to other people instead of appealing to yourself. That's what it's going to come down to. That you're going to appeal to other people instead of appealing to yourself. And you're just not going to be happy. You're not. It's going to break you. I've come to the point where I just leave shit alone. I don't deal with my problems no more. I just put them. I know that's bad, I'm gonna end up rebelling soon and I'm just gonna break and just have an outburst and just say, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna come down to, but it's like, I just don't feel like dealing with my issues no more. And that's what it's going to come down to them, where they just, it's not bad dealing with your issues. Oh, I feel so tired. It's not bad dealing with your issues, but it's like, why are you dealing with them in the first place? You know what I'm saying? If you're just gonna break down even more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And I know that's not good. Or wait, what am I saying? I know, like, it's good to talk about your issues. I talk about my issues too, but I just put them in the bag and just don't even worry about it anymore type stuff. I just leave it alone. It's whatever at the end of the day. You know, I'm feeling the tiredness, right? Like, I was just like, oh my God. You know? Like, all of a sudden, I just felt a high come on. You know when you smoke weed and you feel loaded and you feel the high coming, even though I haven't smoked weed right now. You feel the high coming, you're like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But 31 minutes, okay. But I feel so tired right now. But it's just, I don't know. I don't like to hear about depressing shit no more. I don't even like to listen to depressing songs anymore. It's just, why deal with this stuff? Why put yourself through all this stuff? You know? Live your life. Just be happy. You're making money, for crying out loud, because you have it bad in your childhood and your life. I've had it bad in my childhood and life in a way, but you can't dwell on it. You gotta move past it. To move on, you just gotta let it go. That's what I've done. To move on with my life, to have a better life, it's just move on. You know what I'm saying? It's just move on with life. That's what I've come down to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, you'll have a better life. You'll live better. You won't dwell on shit. My life's done because I'm clinically depressed and the whole shit. No one wants to hear about that. No one wants to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? No one does. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does. This bang isn't working no more. But no one wants to deal with that shit, you know? It's kind of like dealing with, it's I don't know how to put it into play. It's just like, why deal with it, bro? Why put yourself through these problems and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? It comes down to being just, it comes down to just being just why put yourself through this? Why put yourself in these type of predicaments and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? It's just, I just get tired of it. I get tired of dealing with people and their issues and problems. And it's just like, I don't want to deal with that no more. You know, I want to live my life. I'm making money. I'm, you know, saving up money and the whole stuff. You know, why deal? It's just like, you know, it comes down to it where you have to make choices to better yourself. If you're not making the money that you want or that you have, but you want to make more, then cut off some expenses. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your expenses. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your expenses in a way where you make money but not lose money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to work to be able to make money, to make ends meet. You want to work to make ends meet, but still have money to, you know, make yourself feel better. Buy yourself something. Do something that you want at the end of the day, not just because, well, I have to make a car payment, I have to pay off a house, I have to do this, or I have bills, you know what I'm saying? You have to do what you have to do, you know what I'm saying? That's the key thing. And, life is gonna tear you down, and they don't understand that. They do not understand any of this. Why? Because they're stubborn people. I'm stubborn, but it's just like, you have to work jobs that you don't want to work. That's plain and simple. Until the job that you want to do makes you more money than the job you're working now, you have to work jobs that you don't want to do. You have to work people that you don't want to work with. You're not there to make friends. You're there to make money. There's a difference, in a way. You're there to make money. You're not there to satisfy anybody. You're there to satisfy yourself and make money. You're not there to make friends. You're there to make money. If you make friends, that's just a +1 at your job. You know what I'm saying? You're there to make money. You're there to do a service. You're not there to make friends. And that is what you have to understand. Or people have to understand, is you're there to make money. Even though you're at a job that makes you more money than you could possibly believe, and you make more money than the last job you had, but the freaking managers and people you work with suck ass and whatnot and suck. It doesn't matter. You're there to make money. This is their excuse. This is what are their excuses. Well, I'm afraid to drive because I'm afraid to get into a car accident and whatnot. Or I take the bus and, I don't want to go to work and just not make any money. Here's the thing on that. Okay? You gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. That's just the bottom line. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm not gonna sit here now and go work at a spot that I make less money at than I worked at before. That's just not gonna happen. Why? Because it's just not gonna happen. It's just not. If I work at the next place, I'm working at the next place that makes me even more money. You know what I'm saying? That makes me more money. Not work at a place that makes me less money. No, that's not happening. If I leave my job, I'm leaving it to make more money. That's what it comes down to it. Even though the place that you want to go to that makes more money, the management sucks, the employees suck, it doesn't matter. You're there to make money. You're not there to please anyone besides pleasing yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to it. But they don't understand that. They want to please themselves, as in, I don't want to work at a job that the management sucks, or I don't want to go to that job because I don't want to get my license in a car, and I'm just a little pussy ass bitch that just doesn't want to do anything with my life. Like, what? No, that doesn't work anymore. You're a grown ass man. You gotta do stuff to make ends meet. At the end of the day, you're gonna be at the bottom for the rest of your life if you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? that's what it comes down to it. If your thinking process is that, what I'm explaining to y'all, what I'm explaining about RJ to y'all, you're not gonna get anywhere in life. Plain and simple. You're gonna be left behind, and you're just not. That's just what it comes down to it. You're gonna be left behind. You have to move with the world. The world doesn't move with you. You have to move with the world. You have to satisfy yourself. Don't satisfy them. Or satisfy other people. You can't make everybody happy. You can't fight everyone's battles. You can't stick up for people all the time. You have to let people stick up for themselves. Because why? Because it's not your job to stick up for people. Even though, yes, we are all, if they're your friends, yeah, stick up for them. But you can't do it all the time. Why? Because it's not your job to stick up for other people. It's your job to stick up for yourself. And yes, that might be a little selfish, but that's just how the world works in a way. Is to stick up for yourself. Don't stick up for other people all the time. Yes, it's cool here and there, every blue moon or whatever, but don't do it all the time. Because then you're not satisfying yourself. You gotta be selfish in a way. And it's a good selfish, not a bad selfish. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to it in a way. You gotta be selfish, but in a good way, not in a bad way. But it's whatever, you know. People are gonna be what people are gonna be. And you just gotta live your life, you know. Anyway, but I've been reading this book, or I should say audiobook, and I finished it, and it's about Darth Plagueis. That's a really interesting book in a way, because it goes into more detail about Darth Plagueis, excuse me, and Palpatine. And what I mean by that is, you kind of see Palpatine grow up in a way, and Palpatine actually kills Darth Plagueis, which I never knew that, because in Star Wars 3, when, you know, Palpatine's talking to Anakin, you think he kills himself, when in reality, he does kill himself in a way, but in reality, Palpatine kills him. But I never used to be a reader or listening to books or anything like that, because I always found it boring. Always found it very just boring and just like it's just not satisfying. But in a way, audiobooks, I would rather listen to audiobooks than read a book, to be honest with you. Why? Because you can do a lot more with audiobooks. You can immerse a lot more with a book and turn it into an audiobook. You know what I'm saying? Because how Star Wars does audiobooks is freaking amazing. It's incredibly, it's not just hearing a dude talk in third person or hearing a dude read a book. They change the voice of the characters. They actually use character voices in a way to make the book more emerging, to actually feel like you're watching a movie, or or a show, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You're actually hearing, they playing, songs from Star Wars and whatnot in the background, and so it makes it more emerging. It makes it more your brain thinking, or what's it called? What's it called? Like your brain processing works a lot different. your imagination is a lot different, because it's not, you're hearing the music, like when it's attention, when attention spot starts, like when anger and aggression and a tension thing starts, they start playing tension music and starts immersing you into the story, which I find it quite amazing. And quite amazing in a way where you learn more about Star Wars. You learn more about the background of characters, and it brings light to more of the story of Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Where in Star Wars 1, I forgot what it was, Phantom Menace. You learn more about Phantom Menace in Darth Plagueis, because you learn about Palpatine, how he became who he became, and Darth Plagueis was actually in Star Wars 1, but he was in the background. He was off screen in a way. You know what I'm saying? So he was around Star Wars 1. He was around. It's just, you didn't hear about him because he was in the back. He was in the background. He was off screen in a way. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been looking at more audiobooks, and I might get into more of the audiobook, because they don't just got Star Wars. I have Apple, so I've been looking into the Apple audiobooks. And it's crazy, because they have, Ahsoka, they have not Princess Leia, they have is it Princess Leia? I'm not sure. It's with the girl that Anakin gets with. I think that's Princess Leia. I'm not totally sure. No, it's not Leia. I forget. But anyway, they have the story about the mom of Luke Skywalker, which I forgot. I knew her name, but I'm just tired. My brain is just right now. So, but they have the stories about her. They have the stories about Ahsoka. What happened to Ahsoka after Order 66? They have so many stories about different characters that you didn't know about, or got into more of the story about, what happened in Star Wars between sections of Star Wars 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? They even have books about The Last Jedi and, the whole stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of very interesting. And I'm gonna get into more of the audiobooks, because I can listen to music while I'm working. So I've been listening to this audiobook, and it's crazy in a way, because I get to, it's more, I'm not just working, I'm listening to an audiobook. So I get entertained a lot more than stalking. Stalking gets boring in a way. Even though your time go by very fast, but stalking just gets boring in a way. So that keeps me unbored, if that makes sense. I know that might sound a little like what the fuck, but it keeps me unbored in a way. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting into the audiobooks. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Star Wars stuff and Halo stuff and all different types of other books in a way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to all, I might even get into Tom Clancy books, maybe, I don't know, like, it's not Harry Potter, I don't know, I might even get into Harry Potter books, because, I can't read books. I can read, of course, I know how to read, but I just can't, it gets too boring for me. I can listen to an audiobook because it enhances that book as people read it. You know what I'm saying? It enhances it in a way to make it a lot better, makes it more valuable. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But, Anyway, I was in the mood to do a podcast, and yeah. So this is episode 13 of NOScast. I will talk to y'all later, maybe later on today. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this video to, so what I'm saying right now can mean anything. But anyway, peace out, Girl Scout.